Hi there, it's Chris Hamilton here from bookkeepingautomation.com and also entermyinvoice.com, and I'm on to tip number 14 of bookkeeping and accounting marketing tips. And this one's all about QuickBooks Online Accountant and getting found tips. So why do you want to do this? So first of all, there's going to be a massive growth of QuickBooks Online over the next few years. And you need to be able to take advantage of this. And the other reason why is that if you jump on the QuickBooks Online accounting platform and get onto their Find an Accountant or Find an Advisor or Find a Bookkeeper site, then what you're going to end up getting is Intuit sending you pre-qualified sales leads for your bookkeeping and accounting business that are like I say, pre-qualified with people that are looking for people that can provide a service looking after their QuickBooks accounts. So the one thing I want to put a caveat on this presentation, the information is from the Canadian QuickBooks Online Accountant site. And if you're trying to find it in your neck of the woods, if you live in the US or overseas or down under or whatever, just look up QuickBooks Online Accountant site, or go to the Intuit site, look up QuickBooks and try to find their online accountant portal that you can log in for your neck of the woods. So now with that, so one of the things that QuickBooks actually has in the QuickBooks Online Accountant portal is ability to put a profile up online to get found, as I say. The one thing that they did is they've put a guide together. It's the accountant's guide to getting noticed on the Find an Accountant online directory. Now, this, you don't necessarily have to be an accountant. You could be a bookkeeper too for this to work. So there's a bunch of practical tips, but I thought what I'd do is I kind of go through and extract most of the tips and explain kind of what they're talking about and where to find this information through this guide. So once again, if you want to go there, the US site, you go to proadvisor.intuit.com. If you're a member, and then you go to the sign in area and you go QuickBooks Online Accountant. If you haven't, then you sign up. In Canada, it's proadvisor.intuit.ca, and it'll take you the same area, and you just have to dig around the site to try to find the login or the sign up data as well. So once you get into the dashboard. And in Canada, it looks like this. I'm pretty sure it probably looks like this other places around the world. And where you want to go is you want to go to the ProAdvisor section down the left-hand side. You want to hit My Profile. And then where you download this guide is it says Improve Your FAA Profile on the right-hand side. As I say, I'm sure this is probably very similar in other necks of the wood or in other areas of the world where you can get this information. And this is where I am pulling this information from. So now what you want to do is to update your profile, go to the ProAdvisor, go to the My Profile section, and it says Update My Profile. When you click on that, it's going to bring you to a page that looks like this. It says Find My Accountant. And there's a whole bunch of information that you have to put in on this site. So just the first thing you need to know is anywhere where you see a pencil, when you click on that, it makes that area editable and allows you to put information in. You can save it. The other thing that you need to know about is also the to make your profile public, you have to switch it from off, which it automatically is set right at the beginning, on to on. And you can also preview your profile to see how it looks as well. So one of the first things I bring up is keep all your contact information front and center. No phone number means no new leads. So what's that mean? Well, when you go into your Find an Accountant profile or updating your profile, there's an About You section, a contact information section. And that's where you can enter in all your relevant information. So your name, your company website, your address, your phone number, your email contact, and a whole bunch of other things that you may want to add into here as well. So that's the first thing you need to know about. Next one is check all the products you're willing to support clients on, including QuickBooks versions and the other Intuit products. When you go to the find or products and services section, that's where you find a lot of this information, and you just have to click on that little pencil icon. And once you get in there, it allows you to click on different areas. Once again, each country may be a little different how they set this up, but this is how the Canadian site looks like, and I'm sure it's pretty similar around the world. Next one, check all the services that you can provide in industries that you're willing to serve. Studies have shown that small businesses prefer to work with accounting professionals that specialize in their industry as opposed to generalists who serve too many industries. So in this section, it's the About Your Client section. You go down there, click on the little pencil icon, and you can select which different industries you may want to work with or may not want to work with as well. The other thing, too, is avoid the most common profile mistake. Don't just rely on check marks in the qualification section. Use your text, too, and give up to 250 characters to give your profile that extra oomph. So in the Products and Services section, what you could do is when you click on the little pencil, there's an ability to tell people about the services and products that you support. The other thing, too, is in the About Your Experience section, same thing. You get to talk about your practice. You can put relevant information in there, too. So use an accurate location. So make sure that you include your postal code. Your proximity to a prospect's location has a big impact on your search results and the likelihood a prospect will contact you. So once again, if you go into your contact information, that's where you put your company address, including your postal code. And obviously, when someone does a search on a specific area, it will be able to pull it up based on the location that you are in. So the other thing, too, it says choose a high-quality profile picture. Give potential clients a good first impression with a professional-looking headshot. It's your chance to help prospects feel comfortable with you and so take the time to make it shine. If you could help them, or it could help you be the first person they call. The other thing they say is don't use a company logo. Show buildings or scenery. Show a picture of you. And they say, 600 by 600 pixels or better. Square images work best. I don't necessarily agree with that. I think you can actually put your company logo in there if you really want to. But, a nice profile headshot of you smiling, like a LinkedIn photo that you may use, can do you well as well. In this case. Now, here's something just a little bit off script here I didn't put in here, though, is that when I go to the Find an Accountant site for Intuit, a lot of the profiles do not have a picture associated with them. It's just there's no headshot on there. They haven't uploaded it. What I found is those results go further down the page. So if you have a headshot or some sort of image, you actually end up higher up in the page than if you don't have one. So that's probably a strike against you if you don't put a headshot in. Write an amazing about section, and it says use simple language that clients can easily understand. Avoid complicated accountant speak. So dumb it right down is the best thing to do there. Include your visitors in the conversation by letting them know what you can do for them. This is a chance to start building that relationship as a trusted advisor. And last but not least, it says here, make sure that you are answering the types of questions potential clients likely want answered. For example, can this person solve my problem? Is this someone I can work with? What do I get out of the relationship? And then also include any special details about your product or service. And I'll get to that in a little bit here with a few things that I've noticed about the profile and what you can add to the profile as well. So where you get to this about section, once again, is about you and your experience. It's about your practice. You put that information in there. I'm not going to talk about certifications, but just to be aware that it probably has an impact on how you get seen. So make sure that you get the right certifications and you list them on your profile as well. And leverage stories from happy clients. Ask for reviews. And the reason why this is important, and I'll show you a couple of slides on this in a second here, 88% of consumers trust online reviews as much as personal recommendations. So why is this important? Especially on this Intuit QuickBooks Find an Accountant site. Look on the right-hand side. I've got a box around reviews. You have all these people that have listed stuff down. Here's what they do, and they have 0 reviews. I don't know what it's like in your neck of the woods, but in my area where I'm in Calgary, Alberta, there's only 2 or 3 accountants, probably out of about 200 or 300 that are on there, that have reviews. So I'm going to show you how to generate a review. Your first step is go to Google. type in find a ProAdvisor QuickBooks or find an accountant QuickBooks or something like that, and you're going to end up with the ProAdvisor find a ProAdvisor site from Intuit. Click on the link and then go find your profile. Scroll through the results in your neck of the woods. So you put in your area, hit search, it'll bring it up. Find your profile. So that's the one thing you want to do. Then what you do is on your profile, there's a write a review button, and it's down at the bottom right-hand corner. You see that it says write a review. Click on that. Now, one of the things that I say is if you're going to ask your clients to actually write a review, you're going to have to find your link or your profile link so that you can forward it to them so that they can write it. The chances of them doing that probably dramatically goes down if you ask them to do it. So here's what I would do. I would go find your profile. I would reach out to your clients beforehand and say, I want to write a review on your behalf for my QuickBooks Find an Accountant reviews. Here's what I'm going to write. Do you agree with this? Yes or no? If they say yes, then go over and click on that Find a Review and put the information here. Tell them exactly what you're doing so that they're not thrown for a loop when you do this. And then when you hit preview, it's going to take you through, and then you submit this. And you're going to have to use their email address, and it'll go through to their email address, and they just have to put a final yes, I did it on that one. So they'll click yes, and then that way you'll get a review. So if you got 5 or 6 or 10 clients that you are able to get a review from, first thing you do, go find your profile. Click on, ask your clients if you can write a review on their behalf, show it to them. If they agree to it, then fill this out and make sure that you submit it. And that's how you're going to get reviews on your site. Now, here's the one thing I talk about is highlight a special offer or something that you can do. Give the prospects a reason to call you. Offer a free consultation. I'm not a big fan. I don't know. Maybe you can do a free consultation. Maybe, I don't know. There's certain things. Free consultations kind of cheapen the ability to get business. But anyways, in this case, what I've got fixed fee bookkeeping services. Ask us how. And so that one is, that's the special offer that I have in there. We also have a 30-day free trial that people can have. So there you go. Contact us for a 30-day free trial of our accounts payable software to reduce your bookkeeping costs or your accounting costs, whatever it is, right? So that's the stuff that comes out of their Find an Accountant book. Here's a couple of tips that I have, right? Have a call to action. So once again, fixed fee bookkeeping services, ask us how. Ask us how is the call to action. Contact us for a free 30-day trial of our AP software. They'll reduce your bookkeeping costs. That's the other one. Put a unique value proposition in there. So it says, enter my invoice and bookkeeping automation offers one set monthly fee so that you know exactly what you pay each month. We have built our own accounts payable software platform that helps reduce the manual entry by up to 80%, which means that you end up paying less for a superior service. That's our unique value proposition. Guess what? We've got this technology that we leverage. The other thing too, add your contact information in your description. Down at the bottom, you see there's my phone number, there's my email address, front and center for people to reach out to me and find me. And the other thing too that I think you could do is also capitalize and add special characters so it kind of stands out here. The thing that I did here was I had a bunch of arrows going in, fixed fee bookkeeping services, asked us how, arrows going out, and it just kind of hopefully draws the eye into that sort of stuff. So anyways, those are my tips on this one. For a 30-day free trial of our software, go to bookkeepingautomation.com and reach out to us, or reach out to me, chris.hamilton at entermyinvoice.com, and we can get you hooked up on a 30-day free trial. Thanks for viewing.